So on this carburetor, there's a slide that the throttle connects to. Now it's kind of hard to see, but it's right there. So what we're going to do is thread that out, pull it out, and what you got here is a needle and a spring. When you rev the throttle, what happens is this moves up and down, allowing more gas or less gas depending on where you've got your throttle lever position. So if we step on the throttle, it's kind of hard to see, but it moves up and down. When it's inside its guide down there in the carburetor, it moves up and down and allows more and less fuel. So anyway, this needle that you see here, it's adjustable. You can raise it in slight increments or lower it in slight increments to allow more or less fuel to get through it. And a lot of the times these aren't properly set because these things are made, like I said, overseas at different elevation levels, and you'll have either a very rich or a very lean mixture of air and fuel flow through the carburetor because the needle is not at the right height. So I'm just going to pull this spring back, and you'll see there's a cable that runs up inside. If you pop the cable out the bottom there, you can actually take this off and adjust it. I'll show you how that's done. So here's our needle. The cable's been removed. There's a little clip down inside there. I don't know if you can really see it, but all you do is just give it a push, and there's the clip, there's the needle, there's the housing. If you look at the clip, the needle, there's a small clip attached to it. Pardon the bad camera, and there's different grooves. There's about 4 or 5 on this one. I don't know if you can really see that, but all you got to do is remove the little clip on the end of that needle and move it either up or down depending on whether you want more fuel or less fuel. In this case, I'm going to move it down, which raises the needle and increases the amount of fuel that's flowing through the carburetor. So I've gone and reinstalled the spring and the cable. Again, the cable sits down in that groove and the spring sits around it. I'm going to reinstall this into my carburetor and give it a try. When you reinstall it, you want to make sure that there's a slide, there's a groove there, you can see it, and it has an angled cut to it. Basically what that does is it sits on the idle speed screw, and if you turn the screw in, it pushes on the slide there, moving this up to increase your idle or to decrease the idle, bringing it down. So if you drop this into your carburetor, you'll have to twist it back and forth a few times, hopefully being able to get it to drop down inside nice and easy. I'll try and film this here. It's tricky, but to show you guys. So you drop that down inside, give it a push, and oh, look at that, first time lucky. She goes in, drops down inside. If it gets hung up and you can see the edge of the barrel poking out the top there, you need to rotate it back and forth to find the spot that it drops right down inside the carburetor. If you tighten it while it's up top, this ain't going to work. So we clamp her down like so. Let's try this again. It's still turned on. Fires up, and then we try revving it. Much better. So obviously she was running a little bit lean, and when you revved her out, she'd die out due to not enough fuel and too much air. Raising that needle one notch seems to fix it. There you go.